What is up, YouTube? Okay, so today I have a more experienced in-depth guide on Viktor and some tips and advice and just little tricks I've noticed while playing him. So this is the day of his release. However, I've played him so many times today and I find that he is so fun. I have done a review on him and I already posted that. However, after playing him a lot more, I've started to pick up on some things that I would like to correct and point out. Okay, first off, his Chaos Storm, which is his ultimate, which is basically a huge ass storm that you can control. Basically, it's probably his main damage dealer and it does so much damage. Okay, so each time I find myself laning mid against someone, it's always like neck and neck, but as soon as I pop on that Chaos Storm, it can seriously do like maybe like half their max HP in like a little under 5 seconds. It is insane. And during team fights, it is so crucial. You'll see in this gameplay, I pop in a triple kill when an entire team tries to gank one of our allies, and you'll notice that as soon as I pop this Chaos Storm, most of them pretty much fall. Everyone that was squishy pretty much died in a few seconds, and the only ones that survived were the super tanky ones. So the Chaos Storm is so powerful and so crucial to playing a good Viktor. And the most important part of it is that you can control where it moves while it's being used. So you have to use that to your advantage and make sure it follows the most squishy people in team fights and just follows the champion during solo fights. And you also have to make sure that you're using your abilities while you're channeling and moving your Chaos Storm, which can take a little bit of skill. Other than that, another question is the Hextech Core. That is the item you get at the start of the game when you play Viktor. And this item, if you don't know, can be upgraded into 3 different things. And each of these 3 things will enhance one of your abilities. Now, what I said before was you should get the one that enhances your Q. And your Q is power transfer, and the upgraded Hextech Core would be called Augment Power. However, after a lot of playing around, I've realized that power transfer, although it does come in handy, I find that you should either choose depending on your situation. Like if there's a lot more melee champions, you should go for Augment Gravity, because it really freezes them in place and they have to get close to attack you. And a lot of times if you just want to deal a bunch of damage, I often go with the Death Ray one, which is called Augment Death, and it increases your damage by 30% and 45 ability power, which it pretty much destroys people in team fights, especially when you have your Chaos Storm going. But other than that, I mean, the Augment Power one, it's not that useful. All it does is it increases your movement speed by 30% and it gives you like a little bit of AP, some health, and health regen, which is meh. It's more for survivability. I would only use it if you're like losing really badly and your main goal in fights is to escape ganks. So yeah. And other than that, I mean, he is such a huge damage outputter and he's so fun to play. Another thing I said this earlier, his Death Ray, which is basically this laser beam, and you can pretty much decide where the laser beam goes. I said earlier in my review video that it's kind of unwieldy and it does take a lot of skill to play, and I still agree with this. But after a lot of playing around, I realized that once you really got it down and you're an expert at it, it becomes so amazing. Like one tip I want to tell you guys is that the death ray is if you hit them, you deal this damage kind of thing. It's not a damage over time kind of thing, which a lot of newbies may misunderstand it to be, or not bother to look at the screen and read it off of the skill chart thing. But it is a one hit damage thing, which means that if you get hit by like even a portion of it, you will be damaged the full amount, which is so crucial, because you're gonna do, when you're playing, especially in lane, you're gonna do a whole bunch of dodging around and crap, and your opponent's usually gonna try his best to dodge your death ray, and your goal shouldn't be to hit him with the death ray for as long as you can. It's just to hit him with at least like a small portion of it. And you'll see in this gameplay, while I'm laning with Siren, each time I hit him barely, it deals just a little bit of damage, but over time, each time I hit him, it takes him down more and more. And what I usually do in lane is I get him down to half HP, and then I pop the Chaos Storm and everything in Gravity Field, and he's stunned and dead. Okay, I think the time's running out, so that's about it. Subscribe, and I'll see you guys later.